Hello there, welcome to Talking Music. Well, I've had a delivery in the post and I think I know what it is. But I thought rather than just open it off camera, I am going to open it on the video and let's have a look. Oh, I am excited about hearing this. So this is a 2021 album called Ram On, and it's the 50th anniversary tribute to Paul and Linda McCartney's Ram, produced by Fernando Perdomo and Denny Sywell. Now, it's basically an alternative version of Ram, released by Cherry Red Records. I'll just do that again because it was a bit dark. So basically, it's an alternative version of Ram. You've got different musicians, different interpretations. Of course, Ram was released originally in 1971. So this is going to be really, really interesting to see how these kind of musicians put it together 50 years later. So that's the front there. And then on the back, there you go. So it looks like a slip case. I'm going to try and get into it now. Try being the word. I quite often fail at these, don't I? There we go. We're in it now. We're in it. We're in. So I'm just going to open up and I can show you what it looks like. So you might be familiar with quite a few songs off Ram. It was a great album. For example, Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. That's probably, I'd say, Another Day is one of the most memorable off this album as well. But anyway, I'll just show you. So this is all the people, all the musicians that have worked in it. Every single one of them gets a credit. I love the artwork of the disc. I'll just take it out to show you. Like that. Love that. So there you go. You can see the Ram there. So, and then inside there is a booklet as well. Look at this. So you've got notes from Fernando Perdomo as well. And he says, I found out that Ram was turning 50 in 2021, and I reached out to Denny with the concept of creating a new version of the record with a combination of original Rammers and select musicians from all over the world who love the record as much as I do. From early on, I wanted this to not be a typical tribute record with celebrities singing songs they sometimes don't even know without passion. Every musician on this record loves Ram with all their heart, and I think it shows. This record was made with pure love. You've got more musician notes on here as well, and again, musicians listed here. So full credits of the songs here as well. Oh, it's brilliantly illustrated and put together, though. It's absolutely brilliant. Just show you a few more pages there like that. And a thank you there from Denny Sywell at the end. And he says, I'd like to dedicate this album to Paul and Linda McCartney for the beautiful music they gave to us, what Ram actually meant to many generations. So there you go. It's a lovely artwork. I'm going to now play it, give you my critique, and let's see what it sounds like. Right, better late than never. Here is my review of Ram. What an album! I have listened to this album over and over again in the car, and it's not often I do that with an album, but with this one, I found it really, really easy to do. So it's available on Cherry Red Records. It's 52 minutes in duration, so nice duration that, and it's on Spotify as well. So if you do want to stream it to see what it's like, then it's on there. But you know what? Pick up the CD. I can't describe how much care and attention has gone in to making this. It just is a labour of love. The instruments, the sound effects, sourcing and recreating as best as they can. You know, the sound effects which appear on some of the songs, and to try and get them to sound exactly like the original Ram album. I mean, when you think about the work that's gone into that, you know, you don't just take it for granted when you listen to it. It starts off though with Too Many People, which I love. It's a great opener. It's full of energy. It's one of my favourites off the CD. So great opener. Features Dan Rothschild, that one. Then we've got Three Legs, featuring the Dirty Diamond and Durga McBroom. Again, like this. We've got Ramon then. Then we've got Dear Boy featuring Adrian Bourgeois. Now, for me, I like this one, but it feels like a Mika track. See what you think if you listen on Spotify or if you have the CD. I think with the vocals, it sounds a bit of definitely like a Mika track. Something off like Mika's Life in Cartoon Motion. It sounds perhaps too modern, but maybe I'm comment disagree. That's what I like if you do. Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey. Then we've got now let's be honest. It's a hard piece to recreate. With especially with the sound effects that I mentioned earlier, and of course the original is brilliant. I remember hearing it for the first time. I think it was in the Only Fools and Horses episode. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Uncle from 1991. That was the first place I heard it, and the original is brilliant. And this is good. I've read somewhere though that the lyrics aren't quite the same at one point as the original. Somebody can clarify that. I'm sure I read that. Tell me if I'm right. And it's a very good attempt, but it just doesn't quite match the original. But then it seems to find form again with Smile Away featuring Timmy Shawn. Great version of this song. It's just a lively number, and it's one of my favourites off the album. Really lively, really energetic. We've then got Heart of the Country again featuring Dan Rothschild again. We've got Monkberry Moon Delight featuring Timmy Shawn. Eat at Home featuring Dead Rock West. This is one of my favourites off the album. I love this version. It just seems to have even more energy than the original version, if that's possible. And I don't know how they managed it, but it just for me did. We've then got Long Haired Lady. We've then got a reprise of Ramon. Backseat of My Car. We've then got Another Day, which I like this song anyway, but this is a good version. Very well done. And then we've got two more. We've got Oh Woman, Oh Why, featuring Eric Dover and Lauren Lee. And then Too Many People, A Slight Return. Oh Woman, Oh Why is a really interesting song, with great female vocals on there. As I say, Lauren Lee, absolutely fantastic vocals. And just something you wouldn't have heard on the original Ram album, but just adds a whole new dimension to it. So there you go. It is definitely worth a listen. So go and check it out. Ram the 50th anniversary tribute to Paul and Linda McCartney's Ram. I had expectations for it, and it was just, it put my teeth in, Chris. I had expectations for it, and I'm pleased to say that it surpassed all of them. Really, really strong album. And as I say, I've played it so many times, I've lost count. Brilliant. Go and check it out. That's it from me on Talking Music. Bye for now.